Welcome to AffairsCloud. My name is Vikas Rana. We are one-stop solution for current affairs. You can find Crack Current Affairs course on our application exclusively for current affairs, where you will get daily, weekly, monthly content on regular basis. Use the code Vikas10 and get 10% additional discount while purchasing the course. Also, students, follow us on Telegram and Instagram. The link for the same are mentioned in our description. This video has both English and Hindi. The first part is English and second part is Hindi. Timestamps are mentioned in the description below. Students, how are you all? I hope you are all good. Students, in this video we are talking about an interesting concept that we will be seeing in future, that is delivery of goods through drones. And one such drone delivery has taken place recently, and it is very important as it will lay the foundation stone for future such deliveries. This is an intra-city delivery that took place in Bengaluru, Karnataka. It is an intra-city, that means within city from A location to B location. If it would have been intercity is mean between two different cities, right? This is intra-city, that is within the city between two locations this drone delivery took place. And it is FedEx. They collaborated with IIT Madras of Chennai, Tamil Nadu and successfully completed India's first intra-city drone delivery flight trials in Bengaluru, Karnataka, right? This will develop a safe and scalable logistics system, as the time of logistics here of the delivery of the goods will be reduced to almost half and less than half also. If we see here, the flight trials were conducted under research framework of the FedEx Smart Center at IIT Madras, representing the center's commitment to advancing next generation technology enabled supply chain. The flights were conducted in coordination with DGCA of the Ministry of Civil Aviation, and the project was implemented in collaboration with Amber Wings and IIT Madras incubated deep tech startup. Very important question, students. Take a note of this. Then students, if we see here, the trials validated a mile aerial logistics link between Electronic City Phase 2 and site near Bangalore International Airport. So between them, this distance or this delivery took place. The trial showed a 53-kilometer road journey, which generally takes 60 minutes, can be replaced by from 39 to 42-kilometer flight route that will only take 21 minutes. So you can see almost less than half time was taken for this delivery to take place. Now students, based on this, right, we are seeing some important MCQs. Let's discuss them one by one. In January, which wing of the Indian Armed Forces created a new dedicated modern warfare force focused entirely on drone operation? So it is Indian Army, right? Next, as of 26, what is the maximum altitude, that is above ground level, a drone can fly in a designated green zone in India without requiring a prior permission? So above the ground, till what maximum limit a drone can fly without requiring any approval? So it is 400 feet. Next, which indigenous MALE stands for medium altitude long endurance UAV, also known as Rustam 2, was deployed or developed by DRDO for persistent surveillance? So it is Tapas BH201. This is a MALE, medium altitude long endurance. Then fourth question, according to India's drone rules, which category of drones does not require a unique identification number or registration? So it is nano, that is up to 250 grams of drones, UAVs, they do not require any unique identification number or a registration number. Fifth question, what is the name of the central government initiative launched to empower rural women by providing them with drone pilot training and drones for agriculture purposes? It is Namo Drone Didi. Important question, students. Sixth, in September, the Indian government reduced the GST on drones to a uniform rate to support the domestic industry. What is the current GST rate here on the drones? So the current GST rate is at 5%. Next, which technology recently highlighted the 25-26 trials, allowing a single operator to control multiple drones simultaneously to perform coordinated mission? It is swarm drone technology. That means multiple drones are combined together, they are operated by a single operator, and these drones, they do various tasks, right? Basically they are now used in China also, in India also, for marketing in air. They are doing multiple images are being formed, right? A 3D type of structure is being formed. So apart from that, marketing also, various defense and attacking maneuvers can also be conducted by this. Even surveillance can be conducted by this. The next is, for which specific purpose has the National Highway Authority of India made monthly drone mapping mandatory for their projects of as of 2026? It is for highways development and comparison. Next, under the latest DGCA guidelines of 26, what is the minimum age required for an individual to obtain a remote pilot certificate in India? So, the minimum age required is 18 years. 10th question, which platform serves as the single window online system for all the drone related registrations, pilot certification and airspace missions in India? It is Digital Sky platform. Both of these questions are highly important, students, so take a note of this. I hope the session was interesting. I hope you have learned something about drones, UAVs, about their guidelines, about their operating agencies, about the age limit, about the various rules here. So that's all for the day. Thank you and have a nice day. Let's revise some one-liner, students. Let's start with national news. Petroleum Ministry mandated the nationwide sale of E20, that is 20% ethanol blending with minimum RON of 95 starting from April 26. Then ESIC has launched the 75th Foundation Day celebration or 75th Foundation Year celebration and has launched a commemorative coin and Swasthya Rath initiative also. Then Casebook on AI and Gender Empowerment launched at India's AI Impact Summit. This was the second edition of it, right? It was held at Bharat Mandapam in New Delhi, correct? Where will be the third edition will be held? It will be held next year. You tell me the location where this will be held. Then UIDAI, they have partnered with Google to display authorized Aadhaar centers on the Google Map nationwide. Then Ashwini Vaishnav has launched Rail Tech Policy and ERCT digitization under the Indian Railways 52 Reforms Initiative. Then Prime Minister Narendra Modi has launched the nationwide free HPV vaccine drive for 14-year-old girls from Ajmer, Rajasthan. Then President Draupadi Murmu also became the first Indian president to fly in an attack helicopter, Prachand. Then Sikkim's Pangyong Airport to be renamed after the freedom fighter Trilochan Pokhrel. President Draupadi Murmu also launched the Delhi Lakpati Bitiya Yojana at Indira Gandhi Indoor Stadium. Then Tamil Nadu launched the first dark sky park at Koli Hills to promote stargazing tourism. Then 11th edition of the Raisana Dialogue 2026 to be held in New Delhi with Finland President Dr. Alexander Stubb as the chief guest. Then Lok Sabha Speaker Om Birla reconstituted the Committee of Privileges. Then President Draupadi Murmu has dedicated 4 schemes for women in New Delhi. Dol Jatra Festival, it was celebrated across Assam with devotion and colors. Then Rajasthan government has renamed 3 cities, that is Mount Abu, to be called Abu Raj in decolonization drive. Important. Next, Assam flagged off the first airport of GI tagged Karabi Anglong ginger to London. Correct. This is the first export of GI tagged product, that is Karbi Anglong, and it will be to London. Then Jual Oram inaugurated the Tribals Art Festival 2026 where in New Delhi. Then Niti Aayog and JICA Japan International Cooperation Agency, they have signed the second phase agreement to strengthen the sustainable development goal implementation in the aspirational districts and aspirational blocks. Then India will be hosting the Bharat Steel 2026 Summit, and where India will be hosting it, the location is New Delhi. Then India and Canada, they have signed a uranium and critical minerals pact. Then some financial news, students. IRFC, that is Indian Railway Finance Corporation, they have raised $400 million equivalent external commercial borrowing from Sumitomo Mitsui Banking Corporation and MUFG via Gift City branches. Then IIFL Home Finance has secured $300 million Asian Development Bank loan to boost affordable and green housing for the women. Then NSE International Exchange Soft has launched the global access platform that will enable the Indian investors to trade in the US market and global market. That is, they can invest in the equities of US market now. Then Sri Lanka's first blue bond has been listed on the NSE International Exchange at Gift City. Then RBI has imposed 11.5 lakh rupees penalty on Mahindra and Mahindra Financial Services. Then India's gross GST collection has risen 1% to 1.83 lakh crore rupees in FEB 2026. Then Geo Finance Platform and Service Limited has launched the Finster application that is powered by AI. Then Central Bank of India has partnered with Canara Robco Asset Management Corporation to distribute the mutual fund products. So these are certain one-liners. Moving on.